Welcome to week 24 of the weight loss journey. And right now we're getting into the point, or approaching the point rather, where we're getting into body recomposition. And body recomposition on a weight loss journey is something that's is a mental trip in its own, right? Where you feel that is sometimes your body, you feel that you're getting smaller one day, and some days you feel that you look the same like when you first started, and you're putting on muscle in certain places, you're losing fat in other places. So it's a head trip and a head space to get used to. But it's all common and it's all natural on a weight loss journey. Eventually, you will get to the point of seeing where your body puts on more muscle and seeing where it's kind of losing weight, and basically just adjusting as you progress through the weight loss journey. So don't get too depressed about it. Don't get too overly concerned about it. Stick to your diet. Stick to your total daily expenditure numbers. Stick to the amount of protein that you're consuming, your carbs, or just accordingly. If you want to experiment during this time, that's perfectly fine as well. But do not let this be something that depresses you. Just know that you're finally getting to that point of the weight loss journey, or where you're getting to the point where you're finally gaining that control that you wanted when you first started. You now know how to put on more muscle, or you're basically getting to the point where you can put on more muscle as you want, or if you're just lose more fat in a certain area, you kind of have that kind of like that playground to basically now take control of your body. And basically it's kind of like entry level into, I guess you could say, bodybuilding, because you basically are building your physique at this point. So that's why I always say that this weight loss journey will get to a point of basically where you start to craft or build your physique. So that's why I encourage a lot of strength training, not just from the standpoint of just having muscle or skeletal muscle in your body so that you can just support yourself as you age, but also just so that you can begin the process of building and shaping your physique to look the way that you want it to look. And also this helps with the aches and pains that you may be having as well, straightening up muscles that you don't use. This could just basically just overall keep the body burning fat as well, because as you get into more anaerobic training, which is like weightlifting, strength training, you burn calories throughout the day instead of cardio training, which is steady state, which is basically you burning more calories while you're performing the exercise. So give yourself time and know that your body is steady adjusting, your mind is steadily adjusting. That's why I say the weight loss journey is something that's fairly quick when it comes to the physical part of it. You're going to lose weight quick. That's something that I'll tell a lot of people, and I know that excites a lot of people. But the hardest part is always those first initial months 1 and 2. And that's because it's coming from the mental and physical aspect. The physical aspect of getting your body in motion and finally moving and adjusting and doing things to keep it active, and mentally you accepting the fact that you're adjusting to the changes that you're making. Everyone else around you will see the changes before you see those changes. That happens in the first month. And while in that first month, mentally, you're going to feel yourself getting more productive. You're going to feel more better about yourself. You're going to feel your confidence go up. You're going to feel all these different aspects of taking your health and your fitness seriously. But it won't be until the midway or end of that second month where you will start to kind of notice some of the changes, where you will get the compliments of people noticing that you're making those changes and you are losing weight. And once you get to month 3, month 4, that's when you will start seeing those changes. That's when you'll start noticing your clothing fit different. So I would say stick with the weight loss journey. And I always compare it to you moving that big boulder, getting that inertia moving. And basically just you getting behind that boulder, keep applying force to it till you start building some momentum behind it and moving it. Then you will notice the weight loss journey hitting you, and you will get to this point in the weight loss journey where you will notice that your body's changing. Some, like, you have a couple of days where your body looks great to you, and you have some days where you look like you just started. So basically just give yourself time to just adjust to the changes that you're making. This is a process that's mentally and physical. Your mind's getting adjusting to it, your body's adjusting to it. And also my second point that I wanted to touch on in the week of week 24 of the weight loss journey is basically you get into the willpower version of this thing. You may want to push yourself a little bit more in your workouts. You may want to push yourself in your dieting as well. You may want to try different foods. You may want to add certain foods back into your diet that you removed out before, certain drinks, certain things such as that. As I said before, you don't want to get to a point where the goal is always to eat clean. They always say, you always want to eat clean and all these different things. But we live in the real world. We go out, we have friends, we have relatives, we have meetups, and we have to incorporate all these things in. And that's why I say the best thing you could do is try to eat the least amount of processed foods as possible. but you're living in this world and you're going to consume these different foods. You can eat whatever you want and still lose weight on the weight loss journey. Realize that that's the truth, that's a fact. So basically, you want to get to a point where you do incorporate some of those things that you used to love back into your diet. But this time, you build up a relationship with your food and with your calories and with your total daily energy expenditure numbers, and you have goals for yourself when it comes to crafting your body, so you know how much to consume. You're not going to overconsume as you were before, and there may even be times where you would say to yourself, you can't believe that you consume so much of this one thing that you used to consume before embarking on your weight loss journey. So just know that, and realize that it's okay to add those things back in. And if anything, it will show you how much you progressed on the weight loss journey. It will show you how much you grew mentally as a person. It will show you how much you built up boundaries and just how much you have more control over where you're going and your destination on this weight loss journey. And continue to reinforce that you're getting that much closer to reaching your goal. Also, when you do make these changes and adjust things back into it, remember to give your mind and body time enough to adjust to the changes that you're making. Never get to the point where you rush to these changes in your exercise and your calories and all these different things. Do not burn yourself out. And if you do burn yourself out, dial it back. Go back to what you were doing before just to get a grip on things. And then add those changes slowly. You always want to incorporate these changes slowly, never drastically. That way you can maintain the changes that you're adding back in or the changes that you're adding that's new to your weight loss goal and process. So that's all I wanted to cover for week 24 of the weight loss journey. Like I said, like I always want to say, I wish you much success on this journey, and know that it's very possible for you to get to that number that you're going to get to, and more than likely you'll get there before you anticipate getting there in the first place. At this point, you're dialed in, you're ready, you're going hard. So be patient with yourself, give yourself grace. Know that mistakes will be made, but that's in the process because you're learning about yourself. All right, peace.